Collective, what is going on? Welcome to the channel. My name is Milan. I am an intuitive tarot reader. If y'all are new here to this channel, welcome. If you guys are returning, welcome back. It means the world to me each and every single time you guys join. Thank you guys times 1,000 for being here and for deciding to spend your time and your energy here with me in these readings. As you guys know, this is going to be another general collective reading. However, we're going to get into another deep dive today. As you can tell by the title, we're going to look into the energy between internet bloggers, Milagro Gramz, and Armon Wiggins. If you guys are interested more in readings that look into entertainment, music, celebrity culture, I've got an entire playlist already curated. It's called the Deep Dive series, and that's where you can find more readings just like this one. I do offer love readings and I offer personal readings as well. If you guys are interested in personals, definitely feel free to let me know. All that information is going to be in the description box down below, like always. Just as a quick disclaimer as well, you guys, if you're going to get in the comments, please, all I ask is that you keep it respectful with me and with other people who may decide to get in the comments. Okay, we do not know these people personally. Some of you might. A lot of us don't. Okay, so please don't take what I say personally. This is not a personal reading at all. All right, if you don't like what I'm saying, you don't like the direction this is going, you can just click off the video. It is no big deal. I'm sure there's a reading on this channel somewhere that will suit your liking if this is not the one. All right, and another disclaimer, I'm a fan of both of these people. Okay, I like both of their platforms. I just really don't understand why, like, you know, one day they're cool, it seems like, and then the next day they're like shading each other. So I don't know, like, are you friends for real, or, you know, what's going on? But let's just get right into this. I'm going to skip my whole spiel, and we're just going to jump right into this. So I've got a King of Swords that's going to represent Armon, being that he's a Gemini. Okay, then I have a Queen of Cups. This is going to represent Millie, being that she is a Scorpio. Okay, I don't know. It's so funny because I was so close. I was so tempted to pick out a Queen of Swords for her. But she's not an air sign, so it's just her demeanor and like her delivery can be very cutthroat. If you can't stand the heat, get out of the damn kitchen. And that's very, she just embodies Queen of Swords so heavily. But anyway, Queen of Cups is just representative of her birth sign. So we're gonna start with Milagro first. I really just, you know, I really just want to see like what the hell is really going on between these two. Like, is it just, you know, like friendly, brotherly, sisterly type of back and forth, you know? Or is it like really genuinely some kind of underlying issue here between these two? I really don't think so, but I feel like these two just have two totally different styles of how they give it up. And with Milagro, again, it's like, if you can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen. You know, she's not gonna just conform or say whatever the fuck makes people feel good or makes you feel better. You know, I feel like the way maybe Armon does sometimes. Armon can be a little bit of a flip-flopper. You know, one week he's all about a rap girl, and the next week not so much. So it really just kind of depends what the temperature is for him. At least I've noticed that over time. But anyway, let's get right into this. We're going to start with a couple oracle cards first. Okay, we're going to start with Milagro. All right, we're just going to get her energy just around Armon, okay, just in general, and then we'll do the same for Armon in a minute. Okay, if you guys like this style of reading, definitely feel free to leave a like on the video. Let me know what you know. Okay, I feel like this all kind of stemmed from the interaction between Armon and Nikki in Milagro. I believe they both got on Nikki's station head, you know, and essentially like apologized to Nikki for having some disparaging things to say about her from back in the day. It seems like, you know, everybody kind of kissed and made up in a way. But Nikki brought Armon back onto her station head a couple of times since then. And personally, you know, I you know, we love Nikki, right? But I don't really like how Nikki was giving it up to Armon for real. I agree with Milagro on that. It's like, sometimes you got to learn how to read the room and realize when somebody likes you and someone doesn't like you. There's a difference between laughing at you and laughing with you. And we know Nikki can kind of be a bit of a troll sometimes. You kind of have to like understand her humor. But I don't think you like somebody when you're, kind of disrespecting them on your platform and calling them all types of dumb MFers and this, that, and the third. There's a way to do friendly banter and sarcasm, but that wasn't giving me like, oh, Nikki likes Armon for real. So I don't think she was lying about that. Okay, but let's start with Milagro. Let's get the energy around her, please. So please give us some clear and concise messages regarding Milagro when it comes to Armon, please. What are her sentiments when it comes to Armon? And then one thing I will say too, I feel like Armon, sometimes he'll kind of just jump off the deep end based off what somebody else told him, without actually hearing what it is that Milagro said, or going to her platform and hearing her out all the way through, Okay, we have date here. It says meeting somebody new, dating, get back out there, plan and set a date. Okay, why is this here? Okay, just from this alone, like I'm getting with meeting somebody new, I feel like maybe she feels as though he's not the same person he was when they first met or when they first started getting along. You know how like somebody can kind of like allegedly, right? You know how sometimes you can know somebody for so long and then they switch up and then you're like, who are you? I don't even know you anymore. You know what I mean? Let's see. Why is this here? Passion. Okay. This card says insane chemistry, like each other equally and having fun. Okay. That's what I'm saying. It's like, I feel like, allegedly, she may really have like a soft spot in her heart for him, low key. But it's kind of like you're not the same person you were when I first met you, or you're not, you're not the same when we're in one room. Now we're in another room. You're a different person, allegedly. Okay. Why is this here? But I do feel like they've had some really fun times together, or even just cool, fun conversations, like getting along very well. Let's see. But I can't help but feel like flip-flopper. She could feel as though Armon is a flip-flopper. And I feel like she's kind of alluded to that on her streams before. Okay. Again, it's like, you never know the temperature with him. 1 minute it's hot, 1 minute it's cold. Okay. What is this? Why is this here? Okay. The butterfly. It says relationship evolving to the next phase, healing the inner child and growth. Okay. I'm seeing keys on a ring. Yeah, I feel like she's kind of like trying to let herself distance herself from him. Okay, I have another card that says healing heart. It says healing from heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationship. So yeah, I feel like she's kind of like making the decision to really distance herself from him. And I can't help but feel like I'm hearing, apart from that Euphoria song by Kendrick Lamar, where he said, still wish that you see success. Everything with me is blessed. So it's like, I don't have to fuck with you, or I don't have to be in the same spaces as you to wish you well or to wish that you do good, So she does acknowledge that, he was clearly put on the spot when it comes to Nikki, okay, acknowledged by her in a pretty solid big way when it comes to her station head platform. But I do feel like allegedly Milagro could feel like, Armon needs to grow up a little bit. And of course, I'm sure these two have had conversations in private that aren't necessarily available on YouTube or Station Head or her Instagram Live or whatever. So she could have a different POV of Armon that may make her feel like he needs to grow up a little bit. Okay? And look, you have mask at the bottom. What did I just say? It's like hot and cold, hot and cold. Not showing their true feelings, pretend, hide, gaslighting. Okay, so she could feel like, again, like a little fake, a bit of a flip-flopper. But let's go to Armon. Let's see what he may feel here when it comes to Milagro. Let's give some clear and concise messages when it comes to Armon. This energy around Milagro, please. Let's see. What is this? Camera. Okay. It says reminiscing, keepsake, perception, learn from the past, and make memories. Okay, so that's kind of like a nostalgia card for me, or someone that maybe spends a lot of time thinking in the past. I'm also getting this energy of like watching her, okay, like not in a weird, obsessive, vindictive type of way, but just, you know, he watches her platform a lot is what I'm getting here. Like he's tuned in with her for sure. He's definitely tuned in with her. It's funny because it's like, you know, if you're tuned in with her or you watch her, I just feel like maybe he'll pick apart certain things she says and like, you know, we'll kind of go with whatever somebody else told him and then go look for it himself. But it's like, I'm hearing the word due diligence. It's like when he hears something from a third party, he kind of just runs with it without doing his due diligence, you know. So he may watch her platform, but it's like maybe he doesn't fully understand where she's coming from, or it's giving me the energy of like someone who purposely tries to misunderstand where you're coming from. I hate to say that, but that's kind of what I'm getting here. Okay, what is this here? Axe. Okay, yeah. Breakup, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment, abandonment. So he could feel like Milagro is giving him the silent treatment. I believe, I don't remember word for word, like verbatim what she said, but I believe like Armon gave her a call after the whole, you know, Nikki kind of coming at Armon a little crazy on her station head. He gave her a call. Milagro didn't answer the phone, so he could feel a little slighted by her because of that. You know, like, damn, well, you know, you don't want to talk to me, so it's fuck you then. It's kind of the vibe that I'm getting here. And he feels like she's giving him the silent treatment. And I said that already, like Milagro is kind of like going to create distance from him if she hasn't been already, you know, just kind of like for the betterment of her platform without having to deal with like the stress or the headache that comes with dealing with like an Armon allegedly. Okay. Let's see, let me get one more, please. Kisses. Oh, look, sunglasses. Yeah, it's like he be watching. It says watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting, perception, and focusing out. Yeah. But it's like, you know, maybe I don't know how that works because I don't think on YouTube, well, unless you comment, I mean, I know on my videos, I don't know who's watching the videos unless somebody comments on it. I won't know who's actually watching it. So I'm getting like a burner account or something like that, allegedly. Okay, the sunglasses are all blacked out. It's like somebody doesn't want you to see their eyes. They don't want you to know they're watching you. But anyway, I have kisses here. It says unconditionally loving, giving and receiving affection, and falling in love. So they both acknowledge that about each other. Like, yeah, you know, we got along, or when we are on the same page, we get along very well. I love what she does. She likes what he does. I just don't think that she's a fan of him kind of being a bit of a flip-flopper a little bit, you know, not to diminish what he does, because he's very good at what he does, just the way she's very good at what he does, at what she does. And they're both fully aware of that. You know, I don't pick them up as trying to slight each other as far as their work ethic or their content. But it's just how they give it up is just completely different, you know. But, you know, it looks like Armon still, you know, feels it for her, still has a soft spot for her as well. This is kind of giving me just like brother-sister rivalry, you know. It's like you may not talk for a few weeks, maybe even a month or two, but then it's like, you're still my brother, you're still my sister, I still love you outside of the bullshit, you know. I kind of feel like Milagro also feels like Armon is a bit of an ass kisser. you know, to be like in the right space, the right room, depending what the temperature of the room is. He will adjust and, you know, and conform any way he needs to fit in a space. Okay, allegedly. Yeah, but it's given like, you know, from him, it's like he loves her no matter what. And I think he is expecting her to reopen that book or reopen the chapter. You know, maybe them getting along again. But with her, I don't. I feel like she just doesn't want anything to do with it anymore at all after this. Like, I'm getting it from her, like, it's not even worth it. You know, like, it's not even worth it. Understandable. Okay, so we're gonna hop back over to Milagro real quick. I'm gonna switch decks and just get her perspective again here. Let's see. What's going on with Milagro when it comes to Armon, please? Family. Okay. Family is here. It says bond, home, and background. Okay, let me see. Why is this here? Loss. Yep. It's like, I saw you as family, but, you know, not so much anymore. It says bereavement, sorrow, and damage. Okay. So again, it's like, you know, yeah, I saw you like a brother. I saw you like my sister, but I just feel like Milagro, I don't think she really respects people that will fold easily or that conform, you know, because she's such a very independent thought process type of person. She's not groupthink at all. She's not going to just turn the thermometer just because of the temperature of the room. No, she's always going to stay the same temperature, it seems like, you know. So I just don't think she respects that, how he will conform or try to kiss ass depending who's around, you know. How is this here? Let me get one more, please. But it does feel like it's a little, it hurts a little bit. It does. Okay, because again, they may have had some type of like private conversation, we hung out, whatever it may have been. However, they've met up in person. Okay, because I remember them being at the trial together, the trial for Tori. They were there reporting together. But it almost seems like, you know, like, damn, like, it's sad to see you go, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? Let me get one more, please. Protest. Okay. Protest is here. It says inadequacy, sue, and attention. Yeah. It's like she's maybe like a little frustrated with Armon. Okay, these people on this card, they look like they're angry or frustrated, okay? Holding a picket sign. Usually when you're protesting, it's speaking up or speaking out against something. And I get this vibe where it's like, you know, you don't speak up for yourself is what I'm getting from her, you know? She could feel like he's the type, like, you need to, like, Armon, you need to speak up for yourself or defend yourself. Like, don't let people walk all over you. And I feel like because, you know, when you really care about somebody or you give a fuck about them, you have respect for them, it's like you don't want to see them get walked all over or talked down to. And I just feel like she doesn't like that. So it's like, damn, if you're going to let somebody walk all over you, then what the fuck do I need to defend you for? You know? Or again, if you're going to fold and you know, just be a conformist, she doesn't like that, is what I'm getting here. You know? Let me get to Armon, and I'm going to use the same deck. Armon, what's going on with you? What is your perspective when it comes to Milagro, please? Imagination, and then I have idea. Okay, this card says inspiration, suggestion, and vision. It's so funny. And then I have imagination, and then this idea card looks like there's a guy on a laptop. Again, we know like they both use the internet for their content. You could watch her and get some like ideas from her. I'm not even gonna lie, I don't want to just blatantly straight out say, oh, he's copying her or he just takes everything and uses it on his platform. No, but he definitely feels inspired by her in a way. Okay. Okay, then you have imagination. This card says variety, fantasy, and mind. again, like that childlike energy. I'm telling you, Milagro, her energy is very strong. She's kind of overtaking this reading. It's like, you need to grow up, Armon, is what I'm getting here. And again, that's not for me. I'm just channeling here, okay? I'm just reading cards, you guys. That's all. I feel like he has a lot of ideas, or maybe he had a lot of ideas kind of like tucked in the back of his mind about working with her, but I don't think he wants to risk it because, again, she's very cutthroat, very straightforward. Don't beat around the bush. She's not going to conform. Okay, so I feel like he could have had ideas stored in his mind about like collaborating with her like more regularly, maybe like doing a podcast together or whatever, but I feel like he doesn't want to go through with that only because, yeah, like working with her could be a bit of a risk. At least when you're somebody who flip-flops and conforms and likes to be in particular people's faces, dealing with somebody like a Milagro would be detrimental to him for what he's trying to do or the spaces he's trying to get himself in. Okay? I hope that makes sense. Why is this here? Now, I will say though, Armon, I feel like he's got a lot of different things going for him with this imagination card. Again, it says variety. So he's got a lot of different things going for him, I feel like, behind the scenes that maybe not, that are not even like related to YouTube and whatnot. Why is this here? Ooh, what is this? Rites. Ooh, like a ritual? Okay, it says ceremony, mystery, and magic. Oh. It's kind of weird. Why is this here? Why is this ritual card here? It's like a woman is like levitating over some type of ritual circle. Why is this here? I know he's into like spirituality. I believe Armon has like a tarot page. Why is this here? Marriage. Okay. It says sweet love, couple, and dependency. Okay. Yeah, it's so funny because I'm getting a phone call right now as I'm recording, and I'm going to have to ignore it because I'm recording. But I feel like he feels a little slighted by her ignoring him and not responding to him. He definitely feels a little slighted by that, okay? But again, it's like marriage, okay? That can mean not literally getting together, marrying each other, but a contract, right? And this card specifically says dependency. Like, I don't see him being dependent on her, but again, he kind of does, you know, look to her for like inspiration or how she does, maybe just like how she sets up her platform, or I don't know, like how she interacts with her audience. Something here he takes ideas from her about. Okay, maybe that could even be like doing the Twitch streaming. I don't think Armon was on Twitch until recently. Okay, but I definitely see that he wanted to like partner with her or like get some type of contractual deal with her or something. But, and she may or may not know this. I don't know. It may not have been brought up because, again, with Armon, it's like, considering the rooms he wants to get himself in, he can't do that with her. Okay, let's go back to Milagro. If this isn't making any sense to you guys, definitely leave a like on the video. It's absolutely free. Let me know what you know. Okay, I'm going to use What's the Tea really quick, and we're going to hop back to Milagro. So where's her energy when it comes to Armon, please? What's energy when it comes to Armon? See, girl fight. It says arguments, physical fight at war and competing. Now, I know they didn't like physically fight, but you know, like an argument, okay? Why is this here? Competing. She could feel like Armon is trying to compete with her or something, allegedly. Now, it doesn't have to necessarily make it true, but I feel like from her perspective, she feels like Armon is trying to compete with her. Why is it here? Grudge holder? This is definitely Scorpio energy, holding a grudge. You know? Yeah, it's like she could feel like he's gonna hold on to this. You know, it's like one thing could happen one day and then he's still not over it 6 months from now or something. Either that or she's gonna hold on to this. Like it just gives me like you don't respect yourself or you don't have a backbone, and that really like kind of fucks with me. Like she doesn't like that. Like at all. Like she totally just like will look at you differently. It's just a matter of like self-respect. You know what I mean? It could have been anybody. Like it could have been fucking SpongeBob SquarePants. It's like if you don't have enough self-respect or a backbone to stand up for yourself, then no. You know what I mean? I hope that makes sense, guys. Why is this here? And I'm seeing like this candle magic again. Like this candle work, okay? More candles. Again, I know Armon is like into the spiritual side of things as far as like tarot goes, but I don't know what else he'd be doing. Why is this here? Okay. Clout hungry. What did I tell you? It says anything, does anything, makes shit up and dramatic. So she could feel like he's a clout chaser. Allegedly. I don't want to just straight out say that he is, right? But I think it's pretty clear that, again, he will adjust the temperature just to fit the room. Or whoever is on his good side this week, you know? Or whoever's good side he's trying to get on for the week. You know, I'm hearing flavor of the week. So she could consider that to be like somebody who's hungry for clout. You know, now I'm hearing fucking, what is that? Cardi B and Offset do anything for clout. Right? So, yeah. Now, granted, I don't think he necessarily like just bullshits and makes up lies or whatever necessarily, but it's like he'll do what he has to do or what he has to do or say what he has to say, again, to be on the right side of a conversation, essentially. Okay, why is this here? Let me get one more, please. Unfazed. Yeah, he's not really bothered by this. It's like, whatever. Again, it's like, you know, sad to see you go, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? But I will say, I feel like she can kind of hold a grudge. It's like once you turn her the wrong way, it's hard to get back. It's hard to get back in her good graces here, is what I'm saying. Like you really got to work for it if you want to be back in her good graces. Or you rub her the wrong way one too many times, it's hard to get back with her. You know. Interesting. Give me 1 second, guys. Hold on a minute. All right, my bad, guys. I'm back. But yeah, let's hop to Armon and see what's going on with him when it comes to Milagro. This is energy when it comes to Milagro, please. Oops. Bad reputation. What did I tell you? Yeah, it's like he can only do so much work with her the way he wants to, because he feels as though she may have a bad reputation when it comes to you know, the blogger space or the celebrity space that he may want to try to get more into. And I just feel like with Milagro, it's like she doesn't care if she's invited to these spaces with these celebrities or not. She's gonna do what she does anyway, and she's going to say how she feels no matter what. You know, so from Armon's perspective, it could be like, no, like you'll create a bad reputation for me if I work with you or collaborate with you the way I really want to. Okay, so Milagro, he wants to work with you on a closer level here, but he just feels like you're gonna bring bad juju here, is what I'm getting. Or you could quote unquote ruin it for him, okay, to get in certain spaces. You have always partying here. I mean, I don't really get that from Milagro like at all, but always partying, okay. Why is that here? I feel like that's kind of more like Armon's energy, honestly. Not to say he's always out and about partying, but I think he's a little bit more open when it comes to, you know, how he likes to go out, and he'll be out on the town, you know, in this party, that party, this club, that club, you know what I mean? Like he doesn't mind being in those type of spaces. Whereas Milagro is like she's got a man, she's got kids. Like I'm not picking that up from her. Like trying to be in these spaces with these celebrities at these parties and these after hour gatherings and shit like that. I don't get that from her. What is this here? Queen rising. Okay. It's like Queen of Wands energy. It says stepping into your power, praised, coming into the spotlight. Ooh. Okay. Armon. That's not a bad thing, though. It seems, but I get a bad feeling with this from him. So it's like, again, acknowledging, like, yeah, she's stepping into her limelight. She's getting a lot of recognition, even though it may not be the best recognition all the time, considering what she's going through right now. He's still acknowledging, like, yeah, she's getting a lot more eyes on her, a lot more attention. Okay, the Queen of Wands is someone who's very attractive, or they attract a lot of energy. They're very magnetic, very charismatic as well. You know, very passionate when they talk or when they do things. But I don't think he likes it. I'm not even gonna. You see at the bottom. Shine, it says your light irritates their demons. Okay, that says a lot. Again, I'm not getting so much like a jealousy factor or, you know, anything like that, but it's just giving, I just don't think he likes that she may be being acknowledged by the people he wants to be acknowledged by, you know? Ooh. Interesting. Wow, okay. Can we get one more, please? Yeah, that card, your light irritates their demons. That's heavy, you know? Let's see, why is this here? Creeping. What the? This is literally like the third card I'm seeing of like watching and keeping tabs. Creeping. Like creeping on her page. And again, it's like, I think he'd be kind of doing it through like burner accounts or burner pages or something. Allegedly. You have a love triangle. It says third party, multiple lovers, and choices. Yeah, and you have in their head. So again, it's like he wants to work with her, but he knows it could be a risk. Considering, you know, how she gives it up. He doesn't want to necessarily be tied to that because if they get on a platform together, say like 2 times a week and she says something a little disparaging, he doesn't want to be connected to that, you know? And if he decides to work with her or get a contract going with her, he can't just back out 1 week when she says something that's not so favorable, you know? So he's thinking about it a lot. But again, with this third party energy, I said that way earlier, it's like he'll take what a third party says and kind of just run with it and get in his head about it without actually going to the source first, you know? Just kind of not fair. Okay. Ooh, you have threatening here. Intimidating, threatened, or bothered. I'm telling you. Again, I'm not saying like he's jealous or anything like that, okay? Because he's got a very successful, popular platform as well. But he could be a little intimidated or a little threatened by her. I just saw 3333 on the timer. Allegedly. Okay, but let's get into the tarot. Let's see what else needs to come out. I'm going to go to Milagro. I'm going to use the Modern Witch deck for her. And then I'll switch decks when we get to Armon in case some of the same energy needs to come out, okay? If you guys like this style of reading, definitely leave a like on the video. It'll help the video get around to others who may want to check it out. Leave a comment. Let me know what you know, all right? Just keep it respectful if you can help it. Subscribe if you guys see fit. I'd love to have y'all here, part of the family, okay? And again, this, you know, I like both of these people. I like both of their platforms. This is not a personal reading. I'm not attacking anybody here, so please don't take it that way. I'm literally just reading cards, guys. That's all. But let's get to Milagro and see what's going on with her when it comes to Armon, please. There's energy around Milagro when it comes to Armon. Okay, let's start with these. 3 of Cups. There goes that third party energy again. And that's funny, like I mentioned about him partying and going out a lot. You know, I think Armon lives out in LA, so I'm sure the party scene is always on and popping, but you know, he may partake in those activities a lot, okay, allegedly. Ooh, Queen of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles. Very nice. Okay, then I have the Nine of Wands here. Yeah, so she could feel like maybe Armon is a little guarded, or you know, again, like that feeling a little threatened or intimidated. This is giving me like nervousness, or someone who may be, you know, feeling like a little hesitant to do something. And this Ten of Pentacles, that's like generational wealth, having a lot of money, you know, like an influx of money, a windfall. Queen of Wands is showing up again. You know, again, someone who's very charismatic, very passionate about whatever they're doing, you know. And again, this could even like represent Nicki low-key, Nicki Minaj, being that she's a Sagittarius. I really don't think Milagro liked how she talked to Armon at all. And I agree. I didn't like it either. This is not about Nicki, but I feel like that played a really big role, and it just kind of altered her perspective of Armon in a way. It's like, just because she's Nicki Minaj, you're gonna let her talk to you like that? And she doesn't appreciate that. And again, it's coming from a place of like genuinely loving this guy and caring about him. You know, it's like, damn, like I care about you. You should not let somebody talk to you like that. And I can't speak up for you because they're not talking to me like that. But damn, like you won't even defend yourself. You know, he kind of just let it happen, and I just like, that does not look good. No matter who the fuck is talking to you like that, Nicki Minaj or President Obama, it doesn't matter. They shouldn't be talking to you like that, cursing you out and belittling you. I don't like that. Yeah, but it's not about Nicki. But anyway, yeah, so, and again, she's acknowledging that he's very good at what he does, very talented, you know, with this Queen of Wands and this Ten of Pentacles. He's very well deserving of his income when it comes to his talent, you know, and the content he makes, the effort he puts into it. But I do feel like she also feels as though Armon is a little bit intimidated or threatened by her in a way. Okay, Nine of Wands is also like perseverance, somebody who doesn't give up. Okay, they don't necessarily throw in the white towel. You knock this person down 9 times, they're going to get up every single time. Okay? Why is this here? Yeah, so it's like, no matter what, no matter how Armand feels, no matter how, I don't know, like a Joe Budden feels, how a Nicki Minaj feels, she doesn't give a damn. She's going to give it up how she gives it up always, no matter what, you know? And even if you don't like it, you gotta respect it, you know? Even if you don't fucking like her, you gotta respect it. Because she's not going to allow anybody to just, you know, make her bend or fold or conform. So, let's see. Why is this here? Page of Wands in the World. Oops. Nine of Swords just tried to pop out. Yeah, so Page of Wands, again, a little bit of like an immature energy, okay? You have the World here. I can talk about ending cycles, things coming to a close. If not achieving a goal, okay, accomplishing something. It's also going viral, things online, like the internet. Yeah, she could feel like he kind of just does things either like for money or some type of clout or recognition, you know, again, like recognition on the internet, to go viral and things like that. Page of Wands is a messenger as well, but again, it's like someone who's very young-minded, okay? She could feel like he's just a little immature, like behind the scenes, essentially, is what I'm getting here, you know? Or maybe how he handles things, maybe a little immature in her eyes, in her opinion, allegedly, okay? What is this? Why is this Nine of Wands here? And again, it's like I said, it's like I feel like she doesn't mind closing out this cycle and not, you know, entertaining him so much anymore, or even giving him the time of day. Why is this here? Yeah, I don't know. This is, yeah, Ten of Swords just showed up. I don't really see her holding on to this forever necessarily, okay? Like never talking to him ever again in life. But as of right now, she's over it. She's over it. Ten of Swords in the World. That's 2 endings right there. 2 ending cards, you know? Usually Ten of Swords is like betrayal or backstabbing as well. I'm not really getting so much of betrayal here. This is more so just like a death, like a very, very strong, significant ending to something. Hmm. Okay. I don't know why I'm getting this intuitively, but I really don't even want to say this right now. But I'm gonna use a huge allegedly. But Milagro, I feel like Armon could possibly allegedly be like saying things about you behind the scenes here to try to like keep you at a lower level or on like a lower frequency. Does that make sense, you guys? You know, it's like you heard something through the grapevine. He could be spreading stuff through the grapevine behind the scenes about her to make other people not want to engage with her or to not want to work alongside her, even though he wants to work alongside her as well. But it's like, I don't want anybody else to get along to get on her, get her on their team or be a fan of hers or something like that is what I'm getting here. Okay, Page of Wands again is a messenger. So not to say like he was talking crap about her, but you know, you just, it's like you're trying to like turn the herd away from Milagro. Does that make sense, you guys? I really, really hope that makes sense. Now to who? I don't know. It could be anybody, you know, other prominent internet figures, or that be in like prominent popular bloggers or certain blog pages. Okay, we know Armon is kind of connected to like certain celebrities and whatnot. So I wouldn't be surprised if, you know, he was saying things behind the scenes, behind her back, to try to get these other people, again, a lot of third party energy here, to not fuck with her. Oh, you know, she's gonna say this about you, right? Or oh, you know, she gives it up like this. Don't go over there to her platform. She's got a bad reputation. La, 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 la. Like some funny shit like that is what I'm getting here. I don't like that. And what I'll say to that is, if he is doing that, these people, you're just driving more traffic to her page by doing that, because now they're gonna want to vet you out and see how she really gives it up and what she's talking about. You know, so it's like trying to circumvent people from fucking with her is just going to make them want to check her out even more. So it's kind of like you might bite yourself in the ass with that, Armon, but it's what I'm seeing here. I don't like that. And it's so weird because it's like he wants to work with her too, but it's like he knows he can't, at least too closely, because whatever she says is going to be automatically tied to him if they were to be like on the same platform together, whatever, you know what I mean? But he also doesn't want like other people messing with her like that. It's so weird. What? I don't like that. Let me get a couple more, please. And I just feel like she's just over it. Like, the more she detaches from Armon, the more she's going to like basically elevate herself, is what I'm getting here. Why is this here? Eight of Swords. This is like the third time I'm seeing this card, and it finally fell out. Okay, Eight of Swords, air energy. This can be kind of like analysis paralysis, overthinking, self-victimization, being stuck in your head a lot, feeling trapped or feeling kind of stuck in a situation here. He being I think, not even just connected to Milagro, but I think he gets in his head a lot. Okay, and yeah, air energy. I'm an air sign myself, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Armon's a Gemini. I used to date a Gemini. They can get very, very stuck in their head, like create scenarios that are not fucking going on, and they will jump off the fucking deep end sometimes, like very heavy overthinkers sometimes. And that's kind of what I'm getting here. She could just feel like he gets in his feelings too much, and it creates stagnancy or allows him to get in his head a lot by him getting in his emotions about things. Allegedly, okay? Why is this here? Five of Pentacles, yeah. Five of Pentacles is kind of like being left out in the cold or emotionally detached, financial issues as well. Can you get one more, please? So I definitely see her, again, I see her detaching from him. You know, it's like for the long term or for the greater good of her mental space, you know, and just not having to deal with that headache, if you will. Why is this here? You know, it's kind of like where you have to create distance or cut somebody off, whether they be friends or family, like for your own fucking sanity or something like that, you know? Knight of Cups. Okay, that can talk about like an apology or like an offer coming in, like a genuine offer. That's what I'm saying. I feel like she like genuinely does have a soft spot for him for real, but I'm hearing like doing too much. Like he be doing too much is what I'm getting here. And again, I'm telling you, I really do feel like Armon allegedly could be, you know, being a bit of a chatterbox behind the scenes here. Again, would that be to like other bloggers or maybe even some celebrities here? Okay, because prominent people do watch Milagro, obviously, considering the situation she's in with the whole lawsuit. Yeah, and prominent big people watch her. Okay, whether Armon likes it or not. So yeah, it's like he's telling other people behind the scenes to like detach from her, don't fuck with her, don't work with her. She's gonna make you look bad. Don't do this, don't do that. You shouldn't go to her platform. Just weird, very weird. God, I really don't want to call him a hater, but that's kind of what it feels like here. I'm not even gonna lie. And like I said, guys, I watch both of them. I really like Armon, but it's like, it's giving a hater from like a spiritual aspect right now. That kind of sucks. Yeah, like Six of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. It's like he doesn't want people like adding to her platform or working with her or something, even though he wants to work with her. This weird. Okay, I almost don't even get that thought process. It's like, what? You know, let's switch decks. I'm gonna use another deck and go to Armon. Okay, just in case some of the same cards need to come out. Spirit, please give some clear, concise messages when it comes to Armon and his energy around Milagro, please. Thank you. Okay, the Chariot, Cancer. That's like forward movement, bulldozing over obstacles. Okay, a victor, a winner. Someone who's also very like steadfast. They don't really mind about the bullshit in the way. They will bulldoze over everything in order to win or in order to, you know, stand out or be on top. It's also a very like a valiant, very strong energy. Okay. Why is, oops. What is this? Knight of Pentacles. Okay, again, it sounds like I'm saying, I keep seeing that he wanted to make an offer to her or work with her or something like that. Why is this here? Eight of Swords is showing up again. Interesting. I'm hearing the word contentious. I don't know why I'm hearing that. Contentious? I don't even know what that means. If somebody could tell me what contentious means in the comments and how this may relate, that would be a huge help, because I don't know what that means right now off the top of my head. But Eight of Swords showing up again. Yeah, he definitely feels very like closed off from her. Why is this here? Page of Swords. Again, that watching, surveillance, keeping tabs energy. Why is it here? Wow, okay, Nine of Wands. They feel the same, it seems like, about one another in a way. It's weird because Armon can feel like Milagro is a little intimidated or threatened by him. and his platform and, you know, the connections he may have. But where he's mistaken is Milagro doesn't necessarily want to be in the same spaces or the same rooms that Armon wants to be in. So it's like we don't really have the same end goal here. We do the same content, we do the same thing, but we don't have the same end goal. You know, so that's why it's showing up a little differently here for both ends. And you know, okay, Eight of Swords again, kind of like holding on to things or like being stuck, feeling analysis paralysis. You know, that is kind of letting me know like Armon feels like she does hold on to things, and like doesn't know how to let shit go or let bygones be bygones, is what I'm getting here. Yeah, and Nine of Wands with this Chariot card, it's like, you know, somebody who will always put their best foot forward or have a valiant effort. They don't mind. I'm hearing like the bad guys, like he could feel like Milagro doesn't mind being the bad guy. Whereas Armon, yeah, he minds being the bad guy. He doesn't want to be the bad guy. He doesn't like that. He doesn't want that. You know, whereas Milagro, it's like, fuck it, I don't mind being the bad guy. You know what I mean? So he's viewing her as somebody who will like overcome obstacles or things that are in her way, things that are things or people that may try to like knock her down 9 times. She always gets up 10, right? With this Chariot card being here. And the difference is, like I said before, the same energy came out with how Milagro feels about him, 9 of Wands, but it's kind of coupled by the 10 of Swords. Completely different energy than being coupled with the Chariot. Does that make sense, you guys? You know, so the cards can mean different things and the meanings can be interchangeable depending what else comes out around it. You know, it's like if Armon gets in his head or gets in his feelings, he'll just switch up and, you know, completely put a nail in the coffin and switch up because he feels like he has to, right? Whereas with her, she'll just keep saying what she needs to say or say how she feels and stay true to that. And she always ends up on top and people still view her shit no matter what. You know what I mean? Or, you know, the mob, they still rock with her no matter what. So he views her as somebody who's very valiant and, you know, doesn't mind being the bad guy, getting that knocked down 9 times, get up 10, doesn't conform, you know? Whereas he may kind of succumb to the internet fodder or being looked at a particular way, you know? Why is this here? The Hangman. Okay, Pisces energy. Again, another energy like kind of being stuck in a situation. That's also like sacrifice or having to let something go, changing your perspective, changing your mindset on things. Ten of Swords is showing up again. Yeah, okay, that's what it is. It's like he wants her to change her mind or like have a different perspective of him. It's like he doesn't want her to be completely over this or like end the relationship. Okay, Hangman again, it's like he wants her to change her perspective about him and kind of like come to the light is what I'm hearing. See the light, come to the light. It's like he doesn't want to be an adversary to her. And again, you know, this offer, Knight of Pentacles, it's like he wanted to make her an offer, but it's kind of stuck in limbo right now because she doesn't want to entertain him or be dealing with him right now. Okay. This Eight of Swords. Oops. Oh, I got the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups just fell out. So again, it's like, you know, he really does like her and care about her, or, you know, it seems like he loves her platform and loves her content. It's like he loves how she gives it up, but he knows that it's like, if I work with her or give her a contract or try to like negotiate something here with her and put her on my platform, he's worried about how other people are going to view him. But it's like, do what you want to do, Armon. Stop worrying about what everyone else may think or what everyone else may feel. It's your fucking platform. If you want to work with her, then put it on the table, you know? Granted, I don't think she would necessarily accept the offer, but it's like, damn, you know, you could have did that before you guys had a falling out. You know, I don't know. I can't help but feel like I almost get this, I'm hearing embarrassment. Like he feels embarrassed for like liking her so much. It's like he doesn't want to like her as much as he does. It's kind of weird. Or he may be embarrassed if he were to get caught like looking at her page or being on her stream. If they found out it was him from like a burner page, allegedly burner page, okay? But again, I can't help but feel like he will like purposely try to misunderstand where she's coming from. Again, to kind of just conform, like people please, you know? It's like he wants everybody to love him. Granted, he knows that's not possible. He understands that, but he would like, you know, people to admire him and love him and be a fan of his. He doesn't want people, you know, looking at him with a side eye the way that they do Milagro. She doesn't give a fuck. You can side eye her all day. She's still gonna give it up how she gives it up. But Armon though, he doesn't handle that well. He doesn't take that well, is what I'm getting here. And it comes with the territory, but it doesn't mean he likes it or he doesn't really look past it easily, you know? Why is this here? Page of Swords. And the Justice card, okay. Yeah, Queen of Swords. He's viewing her. Again, I said that already. Like, I wanted to pull a Queen of Swords for her so bad because that's just how she gives it up. You know, and again, like independent media. She's an independent voice with this Nine of Pentacles. You know, she doesn't really rely on what other people say about her or how other people give it up is what I'm getting here. And I think that almost kind of intimidates him. Not to say that Armon isn't independent because he is, but he's too dependent on what other people think or how other people are going to view him, you know. So I definitely see that he's like almost kind of intimidated by her, you know, and that sucks. You shouldn't be intimidated by somebody who doesn't mind being themselves, you know, because if you are confident enough in yourself to be yourself, somebody else being themselves wouldn't intimidate you. Does that make sense, you guys? Justice card, that's like balance, karma, okay, legalities as well. So he knows that she's going through a lawsuit. I think everybody knows that, right? Again, it's almost as if like, I don't want to say the word jealous, but it's as if it's like, I'm trying to word this properly without making it sound really bad, but like, I almost feel like Milagro being kind of in a hangman with this legal situation she's going through. I almost feel like he kind of gets a kick out of it with this Ace of Cups. Not to say like he's cheering it on, but it's like, oh, you know, maybe this will slow up her money with this Knight of Pentacles, or this will slow her down a little bit. This will slow up her traction. She's dealing with a bad lawsuit right now. You know, this will leave her in a bad situation. La 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 la. Or, you know, the outcome of this might make her look bad, so it's gonna slow her down. I don't like that. Why is this here? Okay, just really quick, but I feel like Milagro may have like some air in her chart, like Aquarius. Because like Queen of Swords is just standing out to me so heavily, like in my third eye, even before I started this reading. I know she's a Scorpio with some Capricorn, but I feel like that Queen of Swords Aquarius energy is somewhere in her birth chart. I could be wrong, but it could just be, you know, an energy, but who knows. And I'm seeing like a lot of fire here. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius when it comes to Armon. He could have a lot of that in his birth chart. Possibly, allegedly. Okay, but anyway, Six of Pentacles here. Equal give and take, reciprocity. Okay, I scratch your back, you scratch mine. It's also charity, you know, kind of giving assistance or needing assistance. Yeah, it's like he wants to work with her because he knows that that will aid in his platform as well. Because he sees that, you know, she's basically growing very fast, getting a lot of different type of attention. And it's the attention he wants. Not to say he wants a fucking lawsuit on his ass, but, you know, good press or bad press is press when it comes to Armon, it seems like. Why is this here? He definitely gets some type of ideas from her, though. The Empress. Ooh. Maybe that could be why he was a little intimidated by her, because she's in this Empress energy. You know, someone who doesn't really need or want for anything. Again, very independent, very strong. Someone who's very fruitful, very abundant, you know. It's like they have their own throne. They don't need to be looking for anybody else's. They don't chase, they attract, you know. Why is this here? What is this? Ace of Swords? Oh, Ace of Wands. Okay, again, working a project, a new beginning, a new start. So it's interesting because I feel like intuitively he knows that she's about to be on like a whole nother stratosphere, basically. Especially when this whole Tory case kind of gets a little bit more traction with the appeal process. Milagro's case with Megan Thee Stallion, once that kind of gets more to the forefront, it's gonna be a brand new day for her, is what I'm getting here. And he's aware of that. He knows that. I think that's why he's kind of trying to slow her down a little bit behind the scenes. Or he's okay with seeing her. Imagine it's somebody that's supposed to be your friend, or you see her as your quote unquote sister, but you're okay with seeing her in a lawsuit and getting hemmed up like this. That's not your friend. Like, what? You know what I mean? So it's like he's trying to stop the show, or like trying to slow down the show. Again, by like doing the chit chatter, very gossipy with this Page of Swords here. Very gossipy behind the scenes to kind of slow her down. And it's not going to work. What is here? Four of Cups. I told you, like, it's not going to work. Like, what is meant for you is going to be for you, and what is meant for her will be for her. You know? He feels rejected by her, ignored. I don't know if he already gave the offer to Milagro a while back about working together. I just feel like it was more like an idea he had in his mind, and it's like he can't do that because he doesn't want to be ignored or looked down upon by the people he's trying to get next to. Okay? If that makes sense. Yeah, he definitely feels very ignored by her. Well, I mean, if you get a fucking backbone and you don't mold and fold and conform so damn much, then maybe she'd respect you a little bit more. You know what I mean? Especially after that whole station head with Nikki and everything. Like, nah. Okay, let's go back to Milagro really quick. Let me get a couple more for her, please, regarding how she feels about Armon. Can't make this stuff up. You have the Devil card showing up. She definitely views him as somebody who's very toxic. King of Wands is here. King of Wands with the Devil. That's like someone who's like a bully or very mean, like vindictive, manipulative. Why is this here? And the Magician. Wow. Okay. That's why she's walking away. Ace of Cups. It's like, I'm done with you for real. Ace of in the Eight of Cups, like you're walking away. She doesn't want to deal with it anymore. I don't blame her. Yeah, she's over it. Okay, the devil card and the magician. I don't like this. This is so strange. Okay, and this is Gemini energy here with the magician card. But again, like a manipulator, a liar, somebody who plays games. I feel like she feels kind of like just like he's very toxic. And it's like, again, somebody who will just say shit just to be in the right spaces. Okay, very industry. Okay, the devil card is my industry card as well, entertainment industry. But you know, I'm hoping he's not into that witchcraft stuff. Okay, I'm hoping that's not the case, because normally 9 times out of 10 these two together, magician and the devil card, yeah, that's witchcraft, like black magic. Okay, again, I know he's into the spiritual side of things as far as the tarot, but I don't know how deeply enthralled he is when it comes to the spiritual aspect of things. But Milagro could possibly feel like, he's putting some bad juju out there on her, and I think that's true. I do, but maybe more so in the aspect of like a sense of gossip or talking bad behind her back, behind the scenes, trying to slow shit up for her or something, or to discourage people from wanting to work with her or get on her platform or whatever. But little do you know, Armon, you're just driving more traffic to her page, because these people, when you do that, people are just going to want to see how she gives it up. Because you said something doesn't mean they're just going to run with it. So no, people want to see how she's giving it up on their own, and then they will make their own decisions. Okay, but yeah, she could be as someone who plays a lot of mind games. Again, a flip-flopper, very manipulative. Yeah, that's Gemini energy for you. Not all of them, okay? I know not all Geminis. I love me a Gemini, I really do, but they can be, a little floppy, a little flip-floppy, and very manipulative. That's that King of Swords, someone who's very smart, very intellectual, very good with their words. But when they're negatively aspected, someone who's very good with their words and very very good with the mind games, that can be a manipulator or someone who's very good at lying or making things seem one way when they're not. So I just feel like she's done with him. Like, she's detaching from this completely, and I think that's a good thing. I will definitely say that. Again, no shade or slight to Armon, because I do enjoy his platform. But when it comes to these two, they don't give it up the same. They're not trying to be in the same spaces. They don't have the same end goals. So Milagro trying to rock with Armon is going to knock her off of this growth that she's experiencing right now. Okay, and again, it may kind of be stemming from not the most positive place, but it's going to turn into a positive space at the end of all of it. And just some people just can't come along with the ride with you. Simple as that. It just seems like Armon can't come on the ride with her. What is meant for her will be for her, and what is meant for him will be for him. Simple as that. But yeah, good for you, Milagro, for creating distance from this, because I think she was starting to realize, like, yeah, no, this is ridiculous. Like, something here is a little too toxic, or it had the potential to get even more toxic, and she doesn't want to do that. And I don't blame her. But yeah, Armon, he's definitely like, I don't like this. It just seems like he's trying to slow her down a little bit in a very like sly, sneaky way, but then he's still a fan of hers for real. Very weird energy. Very weird. But I wish them the best. I do wish them the best. I hope that they get over this. Hopefully, God willing. Again, I don't really see them being at odds forever. But for right now, yeah, two totally different wavelengths, But I'm going to leave this reading here. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this, or you guys are able to take something from this. Get in the comments. Let me know what you know. I love interacting with you guys. Thank you guys so much. I love you guys so much. And I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.